Hi, my name's John. Today I'm going to cast a cylinder, the same cylinder I cast a few weeks ago for Bob. There's been a few changes. The core sand this time I'm going to use silver sand mixed 2 parts silver sand, 1 part builder sand, because the cores were a bit hard the last time. I'm going to put a bigger riser in the mould when I come to cast it, because I did have a bit of shrink back. This is my sodium silicate. It's got to be mixed thoroughly. Every grain's got to be coated with it. Bastard coat. I think you use plastic tube for this. Just so happens I can get stainless steel tube. Sand's got to be firmed down but not too hard. See, the last ones I made with the silver sand, the core were very hard. Put a hole through the centre of it, helps the gas get into it, and it also helps the core collapse when it's in the mould. I've got a much safer method of setting the core off now. I've got a hub cylinder. It's 70% nitrogen, but it is 30% CO2, which it should be enough to set it off. I made a little device for the end with a nice gentle flow, so you're blowing the stuff all over the bloody place. I'll do some more with the silver sanding because I know that works. The pattern I'm going to use is a 2-part split pattern. On the top and the bottom to it. There's a hole through the central core. Then it's there what they call a core print. That forms an indentation of the sand, and you rest the core in there. That's how you get the hole through the centre. You put half the pattern into there. A bit of dusting, important powder. This stops the sand sticking to the pattern and stops the sand sticking to the sand when you put the other half of the box on. Some people use talcum powder. This is the proper stuff. The old foundry men used to use dust off this burnt sand, fine dust. So a nice coat of that. I'm just going to do this in green sand. Yeah, you see it, the sand's red. The green refers to the water contest. The last one I used Petrobond. I've got no left, so I just use straightforward sand. The first layer of sand is going to be put through a riddle. The sand's been used quite a lot, and it's full of bits of brass and aluminium from previous casts. So you just riddle off a bit of sand that actually faces the pattern. Gently firm it down. Then it's backed up with ordinary sand. Sand rammed down with a rammer, gently at first. The sand could be a touch on the dry side. We'll give it a try and see what happens. scrape it off, or strickle it. Strickle's a correct phrase. It's great work on a moulding bench like this. All the sand gets brushed straight back into the box, saves any mess. I mean, I still seem to get plenty of mess. It's just because I'm a messy bastard. Right, we'll turn the box over. You see we'll use the pins now to line the other half of the pattern up. Pins go in there, keep it lined up. The top half of the box on, the box has got numbers. It goes the right way around. And put a riser in. The riser lets the hot metal out, feeds the casting as it cools down. Last time I put a smaller one in like that, this time a bigger one. I did have problems with shrinkage. That bastard will not shrink. Once again, the sand that goes against the pattern is got to be put to a riddle. All the bits of brass and aluminium out of it. See, the sand's been used a fair bit. You get bits like that, bits of brass, bits of aluminium. They're great for sticking in your hands. It's enough, just enough to cover the pattern. A bit of sand on the riser to stop them moving. The sand could be a little touch on the dry side. I'm not sure. We'll give it a try. It certainly isn't too wet. I've had moulds explode before where the sand's been too wet. It's not nice. Right, we've got a riser which forms a reservoir of hot metal to feed the cast as it cools down. We need a method of getting the molten metal in. It's called a sprue with a stainless steel pipe. Put it in there. Yeah. Makes a nice neat job, this stuff. Measure it so you go down to the depth of the bottom of the box. That's enough. Now we need to form a basin for pouring. Something to hit. Box is a bit on the small side, but they're quick to ram up. Right, want the riser out, a bit twist. Bits of sand will fall in, doesn't matter. Get them out and we'll take it apart. A hole to pour the metal into. You put some vent holes in the sand, make it a bit porous, just above where the pattern is. Right, clean the bench off. Right, we'll look the box up, see what we've got. Looks good. Right, so the metal goes into there, the sprue, and comes up that one called a riser. As a passage joins the two together, a little basin in the bottom of your sprue while the shite collects. A little passage there, that's called your runner, and then you put a gate in into the side of the pattern. I'm going to put a big one in to try and stop the bit of shrinkage I had the last time. A little bit of knockabout, that should come out. Start move there. Very gently lift it out. Looks good. Any loose grains of sand, you've got to get them out now. Right, so the metal comes down into that hole, along that passage, fills that up, and you're left with a hole where the core is in the middle. Right, you need vent holes in the highest part of the mould. Bastard. Wire straight thrown out the other side. You need vents for your core on each end. So again, straight thrown out the other side. I'm going to make sure the numbers are lined up gently. That's it. still chunky. Me when you have Bardo. Causes too hardly. Fucking hell. Two litres Emily. We'll quench it in the piss. Nice castle. Down so it's just in the top of the... I tell you what it is, I've just hit the fucking pattern. Yeah, you see, you clumsy bastard. That's what turning it round. I put the hole in there, it should have been in there. Not to worry, we'll start again. Unbelievable that. I could try filling the hole in, but nah. Yeah, that's right. This is the trouble, you're trying to do video and trying to cast bastard things and do video at the same time. You get muddled up. It looks reasonable anyway, where it's nice and firm. See the core prints there where the core goes. On each end of the core print, we have quarter vent. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.